What I found in reading is that 1 in 3 women in our country are victims of domestic violence, particularly intimate partner violence, which they call IPV. I mean, that is sad. And I'm not talking about just a man cussing you out. This is abuse, physical abuse.
Wife of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, attorney Sharon Rowley, at the launch of a new autobiography on domestic violence. The author, Candice Sturge-Gonzalez, shared on her motivation for penning the book.
Delinquent but is something that I had inside of me all while I was going through the stresses of life. And I knew I had to put it on a publication so that other people could benefit from it. Because sometimes we feel hopeless, but there is hope.
One of the author's mentors, senior lecturer in the Carnival Studies Master's Program, Roel Gibbons, said though he had not read the book, he knew Mrs. Sturge-Gonzalez had many lessons to share.
Also a question of finding ways in which you can, in doing that, establish a sense of independence. Right? And Candice was doing all kinds of things, the flowers, the store that Taffer mentioned, and so on. She's always doing some other form of business to give herself that independence. That's a lesson for all women.
Meanwhile, famous social commentator and storyteller Paul Keynes Douglas said a single event can change a life.
I'd never written anything in dialect. I'd written standard English poetry, normal school poetry and English poetry. And after hearing Louise Bennett do her first piece, her presentation for the students, she came on campus to perform. And I sat in the audience and listened to Louise Bennett. And I said to myself, I could do that too, you know. And I went home that night and wrote my first dialect poem, The Band Passing.
Mrs. Sturge-Gonzalez is also an entrepreneur, flower arranger and painter who holds a master's degree in Carnival Studies. Browne-Campbell, TTT News.